Before this video begins, anything and everything said in this video is an allegation or an opinion unless it's been proven in a court of law or they've admitted to it on their own social medias. Of course, as always, if you try and sue me, you're a bitch. Alright, have you guys heard the name Hypnotist Sappho before?
No.
Maybe.
Yeah, well,
It
maybe
sounds a little familiar.
you might want to grab your beloved pet and hold them close for this one.
Oh, well, he's out in the other room, but
This is going to be one of the more disturbing ones, so I actually have to dumb down the details of certain events.
okay.
So, as we all know, the furry community, they've got a horrendous reputation, right? And I blame people like Hypnotist Sappho for this, right? Generally, they seem okay, but, you know, every now and then you hear horror stories. Now, Sappho's content was basically unknown, and it consisted of this, like, ASMR, VR chat sort of hypnotism, which a lot of people pointed out straight away. It seemed like a very sexual thing, right? Now, this was all it was until 2021, where out of the blue, and this video blew up, Sappho would make a video titled Coming Out About Things, where she would state her zoophilic ideologies and would try to advocate for them. Those of you at home who don't...
sounding very disturbing.
Those of you at home who don't know what a zoophile is, it's someone who is emotionally and sexually attracted to animals. I don't know how it works, alright? Personally, I don't get how you can look at the neighbor's cat and go, damn, should it got back? But that's what the video was about.
And I want to clear the air and say that, for the record, I am a zoophile.
And here's the thing about zoophiles that I don't understand, right? They're always attracted to dogs like German Shepherds and Huskies, you know, the majestic types, right? Some poor pug, someone like, nice pugs always finish last, should have known that. But, like, here's the thing, right? The video came out of nowhere. No one really knew who Sappho was. And then this video's dropped. You might have even seen the clip, but as a meme, it's of this, like, purpley sort of blue dragon ethereal looking creature in a forest be like, I am sexually attracted to animals. But to understand where this happens, let's go back a few months, right? So if it wasn't bad enough to be attracted to dogs, if you look into their history, they also groomed children as well. And this is
a double whammy.
Oh yeah, this is where it all starts, right? So someone from one of their hypnotism videos on YouTube would be sort of coerced into taking their conversations to the DMs, right? Where this conversation was most definitely sexual. I've seen a few of the DMs, and oh yeah, some poor kid got called a good boy. She sort of took on this sexual motherly sort of, oh, who's a good boy type shit. Yeah, that was the whole DMs, and this person was, I think, 16, 17 when she was 21. And
sounds about right.
Yeah, there were news exchanged, and apparently they even allegedly did sexual calls together. Now, the admins of the VR chat thing, where Hypnotist Sappho had like lured this victim in, they would learn about what Sappho had done, and in fact ban her from all their servers. Which, you know, credit where credit's due. VR chat admins don't tend to actually do the right thing, right? The credit where it's due.
Yeah.
After this, Sappho made a server for all her quote-unquote fans, and there weren't too many people in the server, but there was enough that she must have sort of felt like she could get away with what she did. Because this server was all about meeting new people and roleplay. And I don't know whether it was just entertainment roleplay or sexual roleplay. I couldn't find it. But odds are, given the nature of what happens on Discord with roleplay servers, we already know where this is fucking going.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now, according to Sappho, it wasn't meant to be like this, right? Because it had age restriction of aged 13 and up. However, given the nature of the hypnotism that Sappho performed, and in fact had admitted that it was a sexual thing for her, she, you know, the age restriction didn't matter because she was still had this server with a bunch of kids in it, and the age restriction like didn't even matter anyway because she had an underage mod who saw all the NSFW stuff that happened on the server because they had mod privileges.
Right.
So Sappho's been outed as a paedophile where she makes her videos. She's got a server full of minors. And then this is when people started looking at Sappho. So she had a choice here. Abandon ship and leave the internet, or dig in and try to defend themselves. What do you think
And I'm
happened?
assuming she tried to defend herself.
Yep, or else the video would have ended here. That's where...
That's what I was going to say.
That's where the I am attracted to animals video came from.
Lovely.
In the video, she would basically try to separate zoophiles from zoo sadists. Which I have had to read about what these motherfuckers are for this video. That's why I've dumbed so much of this down. I
have never heard the term zoo status.
So, zoo sadists are zoophiles. They are emotionally and sexually attracted to animals. However, they're sadistic with it. There is a case of one
Don't like where that's going.
who fucked a dead deer in their bedroom for about a week.
They what now?
They fucked a dead deer in their bedroom. This script took 2 days to write because I had to take a break from it.
Is that all?
Yeah, just fucking a dead deer, you know, just a casual Saturday. I mean, fuck it, I'm doing it after this recording.
All right.
Yeah, her whole argument was that zoophiles perform their acts with consent, and that they don't see the animals as objects. They see them as partners. Which I still don't understand the argument. I don't know how the pigeon outside the Greggs eating half a sausage roll can consent to getting bummed, but pop off, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, you do you.
They don't talk like humans do. They can't give consent to these things.
Yeah. You know, you do you.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, after this, Sappho would get like masses of backlash, like constant backlash. Especially on YouTube in the comment section of that video, which is still up, I think. But they would really start pushing on Twitter for like zoo rights activists, and would in fact use arguments such as the Stonewall riots that happened for gay rights as an argument for their zoo rights activists, so that people.
What the hell does that have to do with zoophiles?
She would basically go, gay people had to riot and fight for their rights, so should zoophiles.
Yeah, but what they're doing is actually fucking weird.
It keeps going. So, in December 2021, Sappho would state that a member of the zoo community had killed themselves following bullying online for their beliefs. It was alleged that this was a 13-year-old child, right? So, you know, that could be argued as like...
was the one that offed themselves, or the one that was doing the bullying?
No, the one that offed themselves. However, they hadn't actually offed themselves. Hypnotist Sappho had taken the sort of break that this person had taken from the internet, given the fact they were being bullied, and gone like, they've killed themselves, by the way, and I'm going to go to their funeral... and I'm going to fight for the rights of zoophiles.
Okay, so she used this fake unaliving for her own clout and gain.
Yeah, for her own gain.
Wow, she just gets better and better.
Oh, yeah. It keeps going. That's the whole... like I said, 2 days for this one script.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. After this, people would look at Sappho a lot more, especially after the attempt to like use this dead child that hadn't actually died. And Sappho would admit to being a MAP, a minor attracted person.
I was about to ask what that stood for.
Yeah, it's a group of pedophiles who try to attach themselves to the LGBTQ to downplay their reprehensible views. So the belief is for MAPs is that we can't control this attraction, much like gay people can't control their attraction. We're the same.
Yeah. Even if it is an uncontrollable thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it is or isn't.
Yeah.
that does not get you some automatic
Yeah.
entry to being part of the community. That is something that can be help can
Mm.
get help for, unlike being anything in the LGBT community.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Um,
just no.
it would also be revealed that Sappho had when it came to her choice of furry content for Lonely Nights Alone, she had an affinity for cub, which
For what? You cut out on me there.
she has an affinity for cub, which is the furry version of how do I word this? CP.
Oh, so like baby animals.
Yeah. Yeah, not only is she fucking the neighbor's dog, she wants to fuck the puppy too. And when I was doing my research for this video, it didn't have an explanation for what cub is, and I didn't put two and two together, and I googled that, and I feel sick.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
ugh.
Yeah. So
I'm glad I didn't like just recently eat.
Sappho would make her own space using a service called Mastodon, which is like a mini Twitter, right?
Okay.
Where she would talk about dog fucking and openly flirt with a minor.
Ugh.
The minor would be the one to expose this, and these messages exposed by them would not only expose that she had exchanged nudes with said minor, that she had been messaging, in fact, another minor, and that is why the minor exposed them for the cheating. Now, in 2022, Sappho had said they were going to go through with an attempt of self-removal with a firearm, but in fact, seemingly never did. She has since then rebranded all of her social medias, however, has made no active presence to continue their online activities, and has seemingly left the internet in the fallout. While there is no known legal consequences for her actions, she was doxxed at some point, and it was shown that she worked within the military. We don't know if she was removed from her service because of these things. In fact, we don't know anything about the fallout.
I would hope that she did.
I would hope. I'd hope that someone at least called them, but it's not known what she does anymore. No one. She's very much, from what I could see, disappeared, and no one knows where.
Yeah.
Hopefully not into the woods with the deers, but you know.
Oh, I would hope not.
I'd hope not.
Maybe that is where she went, and I feel bad for those deer.
Or Bambi.
Specifically Bambi.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking between Austin Jones and... Actually, I'm thinking between Lion Maker and Chris Chan.
Remind me what those two did again?
Lion Maker has 3 known victims, all children. And one of them, he posted their nudes on twitter.com.
Okay.
Chris Chan had sex with their dementia-ridden mother, mixed their own... Chris Chan's got a long, sordid history.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking we put Sappho here between them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She's obviously groomed a bunch of kids, which is, the crimes of Austin Jones and Minnie Ladd and Lion Maker. Right. However, there's also the animal side, her attempts to deflect any criticisms towards her using communities like the LGBTQ. I think she's a massive manipulator, and it's just people were it was very easy to see through her bullshit.
Right.
Any objections?
No. Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna put her at like the very front, but given what's the other one's name?
Chris Chan.
Yeah, after everything he did, I would say that's pretty fitting to put her like right after him.
And this is where the court has settled the fate. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. In the next one, we're doing Jack Dorothy.
That actually does sound familiar.
A bitch boy who hides behind his bodyguard. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until I see you next time, don't forget to take care of yourselves.